Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, empire. Welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I recognize that I look like a bucket of ass right now, but this is what you get for being on the West Coast and working a black site, man. It just it kills you. You can't have phones, anything. You can't bring any kind of real electronics in there. And considering the nature of my work, we sort of need these things. But it beats the will right out of you in 14-hour days, 6 days. 6 days in a row of 14-hour days. You don't really care about shaving. I'll tell you what, I will clean it up before the live stream tonight, and we will be going live because also a week away from the microphone, it re-energizes you. You want to get back out there. So AMP, AMP. Let's. I guess we can. I guess we can start with the price. That's usually a pretty good place to start. This is a really cool browser, by the way. Decenter. If I don't care about the token, man, but if you are looking to support Web3 products, then use Web3 products. Decenter happens to be a Web3 product, Chromium browser. It's excellent. Try it out. That's about it. AMP. Yeah, you. The whole big rub, man, was Tyler going out to another conference, and they had some boots on the ground, got some good feedback. I saw it on the Reddit. Even if I'm not making videos, I'm gonna see what folks are talking about. I I don't think any real big alpha was put out there. It seemed to be kind of a rehash of the vision for a frictionless payment space, but not really the ability to people to really embrace the frictionless payment space. Now, I'm a big fan of digital payments. I mean, Jesus, we're using them now. It's called Visa. It's called MasterCard. It's called, anytime you go up there and tap your phone. I mean, you're already using digital payments, so why not use crypto? And that really seems to be the rub, is finding enough people that are willing to do it. Now, the crypto market as a whole is down. AMP is, I mean, that's it's kind of hard. That actually looks good. That's actually a really, really nice 24-hour chart for AMP. It's up 1.2%. So, you know what? Round of applause. Wrong screen. Round of applause. Well done. Well done. 1.2%. And considering the state of the token, man, anything up is good at this point. But all of it still comes around to a real big fundamental problem, and that is getting people to use these. Now, when AMP started, it was all about crypto, using crypto, paying with crypto. You can use take scale, and you can buy donuts. That was the whole thing. And I think it became pretty apparent, pretty clear that people just weren't going for it. And I don't see anything changing in that. I mean, if you understand the fundamentals of cryptocurrency and the way people see it, and that's really the problem, is the way the population sees crypto. They don't see it as a currency. They see it as a speculative gambling asset. Very few people really, really understand blockchain technology, and they don't care to, man. They'd rather buy Pepe. So getting these people, which is already a fragment of the population, to come up and suddenly say, you're right, I want to use Dogecoin to buy burritos, it is an uphill climb. And it kind of seems like the community and both Flexa and Ampera have embraced the fact that that's just not going to happen. Not anytime soon. 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, sure. But right now, not a chance. So it all pivoted over to frictionless payments, and we're just going to use cash. We're going to go up and we're going to compete with Visa and MasterCard, and we're going to do it that way. Now, XRP is already kind of doing that. I mean, you got to admit, man, Banks is international monetary transactions. I think they've kind of cornered that already, but it's not the direction that AMP was going anyway. I don't think they were ever really going that direction. It was maybe an idea, but you got to embrace the reality, man. Is that you're kind of late to that party. It's already what you wanted to do already happened. So with that, I'm not real sure which way they're even thinking about this anymore. The Reddit is good at speculating, man. They'll always go out of their way to continue to speculate. Well, we can do this and we can do X and Y and Z. You can, but are they going to? And what they are going to do is pretty much an unknown right now because they don't communicate, they don't talk. Ampera is 100% going a different direction than Flexa is going, and I still haven't figured out what Ampera is going to do yet because there's no white paper, there's no blogs, there's no anything, there's no information about what they are actually going to do, aside from a couple of sort of esoteric Twitter posts and whatever they say on the Discord. Man, I have no idea. I'm banned, so I don't know what they're talking about up there. But for an investor, and that's kind of where you got to look at this, is from an investment standpoint, because we, believe it or not, podcast is an investment channel. I don't advocate for any particular thing. I just tell you what I'm buying, what I'm selling. And because I still own a little bit of AMP, it gives me the moral high ground to discuss it. But this is what an investor is seeing. And guys, look, that's a problem, man. That is a huge, monstrous problem. It is the absolute elephant in the room, is that this thing has already shed off this much value, and you are not even a single day closer to knowing what it's actually going to do, or what it actually can do, or how you are going to get from A to B to C. So as an investor, you have to look at this and say, how many more zeros do we have to add to this before we actually get a working product? And right now, I don't think you know, because they're simply not telling. Now, if it's regulation, and I get it, man, I see all that. Oh, it's regulation. We can't say anything or do anything, and we're NDAs, and yeah. And NDAs just became a buzzword anymore. You notice that when there's no information coming out? Well, it's NDAs. You don't know this. You don't know this for a fact. You're even speculating on the NDA to try to cover a team that simply doesn't know what they're doing or what they are trying to do. Right now, they're traveling the world on your dime, going to conferences and building, but you have no damn idea what. I still, you can do something with this, all right? The idea has merit, but the implementation has sucked balls since day one, and it really makes me wonder how much more you're gonna stomach. I mean, the people are stuck. I get it, man. I'm an investor. I've been stuck in things before, and there's nothing you can do. Your brain switches off, objectivity goes away, and you simply believe at that point because you don't have any other choice. And when you have no choice, it's easy. It's easy to invest now. I have no choice. I'm stuck in this, but it kind of makes me wonder what it would actually take for enough people to rise up and say, all right, dude, that's enough. All right, you have got to give us something, or we're all going to bail. I mean, this thing was billions, now under 100 million. That's it. That's your that's the market cap, man. 81 million. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it kind of makes me wonder what would it take. And $3 million volume over 24 hours, man, that's just bots beating the ever-loving hell out of that thing. That's bots. That's all it is, man. I don't think anybody's really digging deep in this one. So anyway, if you want to know how to get out, join us tonight on the live stream. And believe it or not, in a roundabout way, I'm going to show you because it's what I'm doing personally. Questions or comments, scott@podcast.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please stay safe and please be smart with your money, guys. Cheers.